Juju gives Danger a little pushback. Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So Juju Beaumer, welcome to the swimming pool. You've emerged as the guy to beat on the West, and it's looking like it's not going to be exactly a walk in the park for Danger Boy DEEGS. But the thing is, my friends, this is the tricky one, right? Because you see, Juju found himself in Danger's world.
Yo, what's up, Walty? I'm here to make Moto great again. Full send, baby.
We are all living in Danger's world, basically, because this kid owns social media. Nobody competes with Danger Boy off the track. And competing with him on the track isn't a walk in the park either. But clearly, Juju did his homework. Now, the thing is kind of like Levi. Levi kind of tried to take the high road and realized, like, there's no reason to try to battle this dude, online because he's got me covered online, so why even bother trying? Now, doesn't mean that he didn't issue a few statements of his own and they got in a little bit of some online exchanges, but nothing too serious. It was all pretty playful for the most part. But here's the thing, my friends. Danger Boy does not like to get beat. Danger Boy feels like he is better than anybody. Danger Boy wants to eventually come after the Wonder Boy. Danger Boy is now even more popular than the Wonder Boy because Danger Boy is pretty authentic and we need a character in the sport that has a little pushback. And I believe that Danger Boy, as much as he knows that the industry is embracing him as being, a big personality because they don't really care as long as it sells tickets. They're like, bring on the Danger Boy militia vibe, whatever. But in the past, the industry didn't like that. They wanted you squeaky clean like Jetson. They wanted you to look the part, family friendly, a Cinderella story, polished. And that's the thing where with the Wonder Boy, it's kind of funny because he's the one now tatting up. And he's staying, he's still being like the same guy that they created him to be in terms of when he's behind the camera. He's still pretty happy-go-lucky and this and that and trying to, not pay attention to all the distractions. And they got plenty. I mean, their agent now is under fire. The donut selling thing didn't go over well. And then the El Hombre incident. I mean, he clearly has given the public plenty, or the moto community plenty of ammunition to not exactly just usher him in as the new king, right? We don't really want the Wonder Boy as the new king of the sport, but he's clearly capable of becoming it. But it's not going to be, he won't be as embraced as like Jeremy will say. And it's still a far cry for if he can get 72 Supercross wins and 7 championships. Now, certainly possible. If anybody can do it, it's probably him, but I don't know. This sport has changed a lot since the Jeremy era. These bikes are gnarlier, staying healthy is harder, the money's more insane, the pressure's gnarlier, and you're not American. And not to say that we haven't embraced the Chad Reeds of the sport, but you got to go through your hazing period and earn a lot of these people's respect. And I have nothing personal. I think the whole family, and they deserve every penny they've made. They've just, done. There's no reason they should say, no, don't pay us this much if the industry's willing to pay them this much. And their agent was able to negotiate those big deals. Unfortunately for the agent, when he got a hold of these guys, they were not the commodity they ended up in. And unfortunately, when you start making that much money, greed can start to get into play. And Lucas Myrtle at the moment, but I know that his world is ended as he knows it. And now he's got to fight his way back to try to recreate himself, really. And hopefully he'll be able to do that. But the reality is this. Juju in the press race conference, he kind of gave a little pushback to Danger. He's like, hey, man, I'm ready to rock. If this is the way we're going to ride, I'm ready to ride like this every weekend. But the challenge is this, Juju. I talked about this in my wrap-up show on A2. You had a chance to park Danger and you didn't take it. You played nice. And I know it's because you didn't want you didn't want him to retaliate. The thing is it doesn't even matter. if you ride him hard or not. He's going to ride you hard. He clearly did. He took you high. He put you on the ground. And that's a bad look. And Danger's built. He's a lot bigger than you. So I'm not sure you really want to go toe-to-toe with Danger Boy and try to beat him at his own game. You're going to have to beat him at your game. Now, I respect the fact that you're not just laying down and letting him have the last word. You're trying to let him know, hey, man, I'm ready to play. Unfortunately, this thing is just like one aggressive move away from pretty much a feud starting. Right now, it's a friendly feud, but it's at any chance, the whole narrative can change. Now, I believe Danger Boy is going to continue to run his mouth because that's what he does. If it's not at you, it's going to be at somebody else. That's part of their strategy. They are using this as a strategy. So regardless if he feels like he needs to run his mouth or not, he's going to, because that's pretty much been what the fans want. They've responded in a positive way. Why? Why would the fans respond in a positive way to a dude basically running their mouth? You know, back in the day, like when we had the J-Laws running their mouth, like against the Dunge. The Dunge took, the high road, and he tried not to get caught up in too much back and forth. But the Dunge tried to let his talking happen on the track. And that's really, I think, what you need to do, Juju, because there's no way you're going to beat this dude on the podium speeches, on social media exchanges, on interviews. Your thing, I like what you're saying. Hey, I think you're positioned yourself well. I'm not actually casting shade on anything that you've done to this point. I think everything other than the fact you had a chance to park Danger and you didn't take it. And that was probably the right move too, because like the Danger, when I said, he messed with the bull, what I think he really meant to say is you don't want to poke a sleeping bear. And he kind of did, because Juju is off his radar. Then he poked the sleeping bear, and now Juju's on his radar. And the fact that Juju won the opener and, had the points lead there, I mean, you're his target. You're his guy. He's coming for you. So your talking's going to have to be, I think you're going to have to defend yourself and not make him, let him own you off the track. But on the track is really where you need to let this thing happen. You need to try to get up there, battle with them, check out, and if you have to fight with them, like you said, if you're ready to trade paint, you've got to be able to do it. You got to understand he's heavier and a bigger dude than you. So if he's got a better chance of parking you, then you're going to have parking him. So I believe that you've got everything needed to run with Danger Boy, but you are still, I believe, just a tick off of this dude's speed. Now, Danger, because of his full send style, has a higher percentage of likelihood he could crash, have a tip over, or something could happen. Your job now is to continue to be right there, contending for wins. The worst case scenario is podiums, and being there at the end. And if this thing, which it looks like there's a good chance it could, comes down to the last race, a winner-take-all scenario, you're going to have to be ready to kill or be killed. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now, they're shark infested. Juju, welcome to the swimming pool. Danger's in the deep end waiting for you, circling like a shark. He's ready to pounce on you from all angles. That's his strategy. That's his wheelhouse. You need to go beat him on the track first, and then you can take it to him off the track. I don't know if you need to get into any nasty exchanges. I do like the fact that you're sticking up for yourself and not just letting him say stuff and not having any response. So far, you're doing pretty good, but a lot of racing ahead of us, and that's why Walty will be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, gonna love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.